lot of new money, when it's not saving, you be liking my flavor, I think it's cause. Ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your blown. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the bill. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. This will be taken in at the 1. Big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Check 9, check 9. Wait, 93. Hey, Delta. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that. Express.
On second and 11 now. Carr. And right away, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. Keelan Cole, the intended target. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily. And
he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now 21-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. From the 27, Carr escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Keelan Cole, the intended target. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker. But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action with Haskins. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game. And the 13-year man puts it through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it? It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half,
Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's go.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
From the gun, it's Carr. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. A very solid gain of 27. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make it 24-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Haskins on 3rd down. It's caught by Sanders. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
53 the mic. 53.
And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. And he locates Walker, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Mostert. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Mostert. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Redskins scoop it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And it's caught by Parker. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go!
Operating from the gun. Carr. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. 808. Hey, Alpha.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Play action. Haskins. And that's complete to Cooks. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Haskins. And that's complete to Sanders. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Haskins now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
Down. 180.
Let's make these babies cry all the way.
29.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
White.
Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Jumping. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. Kill. Switch.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Carr. And this is caught. It's Parker. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Check. Lucky.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He gets it to Cooks. Touchdown, Giants. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they used...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Mostert. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Johnson to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
What we got?
On play action, Haskins. And Walker has it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This is Mostert. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Wilson's got it complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Jayon Brown. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
694.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Express. OP. Hey, seam 6.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Bravo. Yo, Chief. Check 50.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Later one. Hey, Haywood.
To throw again. Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Parker, the intended target. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The third down run gets them nothing.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Fourth down, here's Haskins. This is caught, it's Cooks. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and the lead will swell by one more. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
17 yards that time and a Washington first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
7:34. Hey, exit. Express.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw is Carr. Flushed out right. The open man is Westbrook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Carr to throw again. Going for it all. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Check 99. Check 99. Raider 9. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. 55.
Now Carr again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. It got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player or broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the Redskins' 6-yard line. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now Saquon Barkley, he'll have a 1st down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. For Barkley, the New York roots run really deep, playing for the Giants now, obviously, but born in the Bronx. He grew up a Jets fan, really idolized former Jets running back Curtis Martin. He would move to Pennsylvania, play his college ball at Penn State, but he actually originally verbally committed to run. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. K'Wan Short, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.